ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ welcome one and all those who are seen all those who are unseen and all those who are seen but remain unseen. We know who we mean. Okay, so where are we? Thank you for joining us, and a heartfelt thanks in particular to all these that have been keeping us abreast of what is happening and what is coming. And the amount of support and the amount of appreciation that we have received from people um, for these online sessions, we're really grateful. Thank you very much. It actually means a lot to us, to all of us. So here we are in July, and as expected, mandatory little by little, your freedoms have been encroached. Remember, in May, we were only in social distancing. During April, we were under house arrest. Um, can't see. Someone's having trouble with our connection. So I'll just let them know. Please go. Hi, are we working? Is it working? Is everyone okay? Can someone give me an idea? If everything is all right, please just indicate. All right, okay. Okay, thank you. So, um, uh, we've seen in April house arrest, in May social distancing, in June working towards July, it was restrictions, travel restrictions, and now it is mandatory face masks. So how does it feel? How does it feel? In the famous words of Bob Marley, I think one of the greatest mystics of our time, he says, "No chains around my feet, but I am not free." Don't you feel that? Don't you feel that now you can't even smile at people? Before you couldn't even hug people, but now you can't even smile at them. And what is the latest? They're saying that actually you might need to cover your eyes. Why? So you can't communicate with people with eyes. Every single day, your rights are being taken away. Whether you accept it or not, time will tell. So far, we have not been misplaced in what we have said. So, what can we expect in August, September? Before November, when the election is going on in the USA and that mayhem goes on, there's a lot more that's leading towards that. So, what do we expect? And these are just our understandings from the kind of energetic space that we experience. And so far, it has been very focused and synchronized with what we have been sharing with you and what has been going on and is unfolding. So we expect August, September, October. These are the times when we will begin to experience changes to do with our weather, changes to do with earth, changes to do with water, changes to do with the elemental part. As much as the agenda behind the scamdemic, the plandemic, the whole vaccination thing, the whole mask, all of that, there is a power struggle. And this power struggle, even though this power struggle is going on at our everyday level life as we see it, this is part of a bigger dynamic, and I would say divinely orchestrated unfolding. And in this unfolding, balance will be restored. That's it. And yes, those who are unable to critically think for themselves, those who are afraid and have been traumatized into the fear of COVID. So, COVID trauma, COVID anxiety, COVID related depression, these are the emerging new mental and emotional illnesses that we will start experiencing and are experiencing. So the number of people that have contacted us regarding breathing anxiety, and peer pressure, where everyone begins to look at you because you don't have your mask. My friends, you have rights. Everyone has rights. And others cannot bully you to be slaughtered. Use your common sense. Use your intuition. If something causes you mental distress, don't do it. Don't do it. Stand up. Discover your power. Discover your authority. Remember back in the day we were talking about inner authority, speaking the truth, expressing the truth. Well, we are now in that space. We are now in that space. So now we are going towards this. So the next thing we might hear is you can't work unless you've had a mandatory vaccine. You can't travel unless you've had a mandatory vaccine. I am not against vaccinations. I am not against science, but I am against untested experimentation on individuals who have been frightened into taking this. So, if something is untested, would you take it? Would you take it because someone's told you that this is safe? Would you take it? So if you find yourself in that situation where we are being compelled to move into a situation to take some foreign substance injected into your bloodstream. Just try and get your head around that. If you find that you're in that situation, take your mobile phone with you, put it on record. And those people who wish to administer on you, ask them a couple of questions. Number one, can you show me the documentation of what's in that? Number one. Number two, will you take responsibility? Because if they cannot guarantee you that, then you should not be blind enough to go and put your neck round the noose. So, practical methods to deal with the upcoming challenges. The first upcoming challenge about the mask is already starting to have the impact on many people's mental space. Now, either you stand up or you get trodden on. That's all there is to it. And if you ever thought that your politicians and your custodians have your interest at heart, then you need to look at your history. You need to look at how often your government has told you the truth. How often has the health industry told you the truth? So everyone now has discovered that cannabis, for argument's sake, has a therapeutic impact on a whole range of things, ranging from epilepsy to cancer. It's been known for years. Why? It's a cheap drug. It's something that can grow in your field. So you can understand that it is not in the interest of those who are motivated with greed, those who are motivated with power, those who are motivated with control, to allow this information to be out there. And therefore, you go through all sorts of different um, uh, barriers to prevent you to accessing that which is already here. Meditation. Meditation has been practiced for thousands of years. Thank God that the Indic traditions, whether it's Buddhist, whether it's Gurmat, whether it's Hindus, those who have practiced authentically, mystic Christians, have maintained, certainly in the Indic tradition, maintained a record of what they do, how they do it, and the impact of it. And why has meditation been ridiculed for the last 70, 80 years until the last 10 years? In fact, 2013, when the Flame did its first event at Coventry Cathedral, Introduction to Right Mindfulness, hardly anyone was awake in that space. And now everyone thinks this is the panacea. Important to recognize there's two versions, the McDonald's version and the right mindfulness. Choose carefully. So You can see that it has never been in the interest of those motivated with profit, those motivated by greed and power, to allow you to have your own authority and your own power. Because in doing so, you become sovereign. So if we go back, self healing, regaining health, and sovereignty. Three things. Sovereignty. Well, we are coming to that point. We are coming to the point of standing up for our rights. And the question will be very simple. Are you going to stand or are you just going to follow the sheep? No big deal. Either way, wherever life goes, it goes. We choose our path, and if we choose our path knowingly that I want to feel safe, then yes, the vaccination may give you the illusion of being safe. But what protects you from death? What protects you from heart attacks? What protects you from cancer? In fact, we have to understand, we have to acknowledge that if you put anything foreign in your body, within your body, it unbalances the body's homeostatic system. It unbalances it. And that unbalance then becomes your illness, your disease. So the body has to be seen and recognized as a self-healing, a perpetual self-healing, self-balancing mechanism. In fact, I'd say organism. I don't like the word mechanism, but an organism, meaning it is alive and it is unfolding moment to moment, and it likes balance. And if it's balanced, then it functions well. If you unbalance it, it functions out of sync. Your immunity is your first uh, uh, um, uh, line of defense. Your immunity. If your immunity is weak, doesn't matter. Have the vaccination and do what you want. If your immune system is weak, you are snookered. There's no two ways about it. So now is the time before the cold months come and the dark nights come here, because we have much more to contend to with that. But in the short term, start building your immunity. Make sure you have the right Ayurvedic supplements: vitamin C, vitamin D3, vitamin K, vitamin A, zinc sulfate, things like that. Really important. Garlic, really important. Move your body, build the energy. The sun is out there. Gather this energy. Everything is energetic, and so are you. Become immersed in it in life. And remember that you're part of existence. No one owns you, and no one do you own. Right? No one. You don't belong to anyone. You enter this life on your own. You will go out of this life on your own. No one, absolutely no one, can accompany. So, life is a gift. Think about it. 7 billion people. That's just people. Then you put all the other life forms in place: the trees, the insects, the fish, the crustaceans, and so on and so forth. It comes into billions, multi billions. And then perhaps you even look at saying, well, maybe the whole existence has many such forms, many such earths. Maybe not the same way as us, but many different life forms. It becomes an infinite number. How lucky are you to be alive today? How lucky are you to go through these challenging times? How lucky are you that you are being shown by existence where you stand? In fact, you are being allowed to discover your power, your authority, your sense of self. Don't choose to stay in your misery. Don't choose to stay in the fear. Practice meditation. Practice becoming, connect with your inner space, your inner light, as best as you can. Use the breath. Give reverence to your breath. Give reverence to your body. Know that this body that you so much love and possess, and sometimes are quite mean to, is just alone. It's just a loan. It ain't going to stay with you. You're going to have to pay it back. It's just a loan. In other words, consciousness that is apparent within and in this body is something that never changes. But the body, the breath, existence, all of this is changing and will change no matter what you do. And in a few months' time, when the events begin to do with the weather events and other stuff, the election mayhem, uh, you will find that the whole agenda about the virus becomes something else. So it's simply shifting your awareness. Everyone is trying to steal your awareness. Your awareness is a commodity that's being stolen, and you're not even aware. Every time we watch the news and something dramatic is pushed into our consciousness, your awareness is dragged in. The more you focus on all this pseudo panic going out there, and I call it pseudo panic. It's just um, manufactured ego. Ego. It's the ego trying to feel, ego trying to assert its own importance. I call it mental masturbation, but I know some people find that a bit offensive, but I don't mean to offend you. But it's this mental space of, oh, I'm going to die, I'm going to do everything I can do to make myself safe. No, live your life, take normal precautions, and that's enough. But do not become consumed in that fear narrative, because that's what steals your awareness. Your awareness is such a golden, it's a nectar. It's a nectar. It is priceless. Your awareness is priceless. And we are not even able to know where it's going because we don't keep an account. So become aware of how you're feeling. And if you feel low, and if you feel sad, if you feel anxiety kind of creeping up on you, do something to move out. Do something physical. Do something that you enjoy. Do something that gives you a sense of pleasure. You know, it could be mowing the lawn. It could be just cleaning the dish. It could be washing the dish. It doesn't matter, right? Use your time productively. Your focus should be just you. That's it. Don't worry about everyone else. And if these um, invasions into your sense of freedom are not dealt with, you will lose everything. And the most important thing that you will lose, you see, cars, houses, all these things can be replaced. But what can't be replaced is your life. What can't be replaced is your peace of mind. What can't be replaced is that you have been taken from a particular, to be able to live a life from that space, to be living in fear, avoiding life and avoiding death. So important to recognize that life is now shifting another gear. So it's month by month, you will notice how actually it's more to do with kind of astrological dates. But anyway, it you will notice how the whole thing ratchets up. And every little ratchet is to chip away a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. So remember, if you're put in a position where someone is trying to shove something foreign into your body, put your mobile phone on, switch it on record, and say, answer me these two questions and sign this piece of paper that you said so. Because sooner or later, we will see people actually taking this very action and standing up against the damage that the um, untested, rushed foreign intervention will do to us. So be cautious. Be cautious. Use your mind. Use critical thinking. Do your research. Do not listen to mainstream media. Whatever's on the mainstream media is a bit of fact, but with a lot of propaganda. Right? Do not believe that. You may watch it, but do not believe it. Because if you're into that space, you've lost the game already. So important to do your research. And of course, as these changes take place and the political changes take place, there will be consequences to do with the economy, consequences to do with just general electricity and certain things like that. But as we understand how the change is coming about, we hope that others will share it with us and we will share it with them to allow us together we are one. For all are one. Together we are one. And unless we start living not just from our authority, but even your life matters to me. Your life matters to me not because you're going to harm me, but because your life is as sacred as mine. This is the space humanity is now going towards. So in the start, on the first day we did this stuff, we said that we are moving into a paradigm change. My friends, we are now halfway, well, maybe a third of the way in that paradigm change before things begin to settle down a bit. And what that means is we ain't going to bounce back and do not accept the new normal, right? There is much to be done with linguistics, but do not. There is no normal. Make life dynamic, make life spontaneous, make life alive. Yeah, for no one is going to get out alive anyway. So you might as well taste the cherry, eat the strawberry, go for a run, stand in the street, and connect with yourself to know who you are. But to know who you are, we have to know who we are not. So let us now move into our meditation. Sorry, I've been going on for a while today. Um, so with our meditation, again, our intention. So remember, intention, attitude, and attention are the three main factors in any meditation. Right? And the seed determines the fruit. The choice of your meditation we offer because we found these to have profound results to do with health and also sense of self. So your intention is to be present. So you close your eyes gently. Make sure your neck is a bit loose. Just shake it around a bit. Your shoulders, just roll them. Make sure that they are stretched and pulled back, not hunched. And as you breathe in, bring your focus to your body. Begin to best as you can, becoming aware of the body. And you'll notice there's not a defined outline of the body. You kind of sense it. It's a little bit diffused. And some people report it's like a bubble, a circle, an egg. But look at your body, sensing your body from your awareness. Notice if there's anything within the body where there is tension, ache, pain, an itch, any sensation that's dominant. So our intention is to be present, and we are first being present to our body with an attitude of non-judgmental. So no judgment, just notice what the body is doing, or how it's feeling, what's the sensations within the body. Now move your focus to the seat you're on. As you breathe in, take your focus all the way down and notice that where your body makes contact with whatever you're sitting on, there are sensations. So if you can, just kind of breathe into that sensation. So as you breathe in, you become aware of that sensation. Try that again and again for a few moments. On your breath in, bring that focus upwards towards your hips. So now you should have some awareness of your hips. As you breathe out, bringing your focus down your thighs, you take your time because there is nowhere to go. This is your sovereignty. When you begin to stand still, this moment is for you. From your knees, move your focus down to your ankles. From your ankles, move down to your feet. From your feet down to your soles of your feet. Allow your thighs to soften a bit, if you can. Notice how well you held in place, how you're embedded, how wherever you're sitting on holds you, so you can afford to let go. Bring your focus back to the seat or chair wherever you're sitting. Notice the sensations. And then gently, as you breathe in, bring your focus upwards, lower back first, moving up to your middle back, shoulder blades, and then from your shoulders, allow this awareness to slowly drift down your upper arms towards your elbows. Take your time. Nowhere to go. From your elbows, move this focus to your wrists. Move this focus to the palms of your hands. Coming to the fingers on your hands. Bring your focus to your face. Allow it to soften. Notice how gently your eyes are closed. Behind your eyelids. Allow this part of the body to soften. Notice if your tongue is soft or firm, allow it to soften. Notice the sensations in your mouth. Allow your jaw to soften. As you come back to your body, as best as you can. Moving to your chest. How do you feel? Settled or unsettled? Present or not present? In fear, in anxiety, in worry, or in peace, calmness? How do you feel? On your next breath out, begin to listen to the sounds that are around you. Notice the sounds around you. Allow them to come towards you like a magnet. Sounds from all directions simply come to you like a receiver. Not thinking about them, not judging them, not trying to work them out. And then we follow the sound of this bell. And again. Gently bring your focus just beneath your nose. Begin to notice the breath as it moves in and as it moves out. Allow your breath to breathe by itself. If you find that your focus is distracted by some thoughts or a sound, notice the distraction, come back to your breath. Does your breath feel fast or does it feel slow? Does your breath feel fast or does it feel slow? Does your breath feel long or does it feel short? Stay with your breath, going deeper and deeper into this moment. Does your breath feel smooth or does it feel rough? Does the in breath feel the same as the out breath? Moving deeper and deeper. Does your breath feel cold or does it feel warm? Now follow your out breath all the way till the end and see if you can notice a little gap at the end of your out breath before your in breath begins. Allow yourself to let go and go within, simply following your out breath all the way till the end. Allowing every out breath to move you deeper and deeper into the present moment. Stay with your breath, following your out breath all the way till the end. Does your breath have a sound? Listening to the in breath as it comes in, listening to the out breath as it goes out. On your next breath out, Once again, just open your awareness. Begin to listen to the sounds around you. Use the sound of the bell and notice the silence at the end. Allowing the bell to take you further and further into the silence. Notice your singularity. Notice there's only you having this experience within yourself. When you go beyond the mind, when you go beyond the thoughts, when you go beyond our emotions, simply awareness, embedded in silence, singularity. While everything around you is constantly changing, you within yourself remain the same. Awareness, unchanging, embedded in the ever-changing, unfolding moment of now. Your whole body, existence, perfectly embedded. Creativity consciously flowing through the present moment. That's what your body is. Notice there's no fear, no hate, no worry, no anxiety. Keep listening to the silence. Allow this to take you a bit further. Notice the timeless, beginningless, self-creating moment of now. Moment by moment, breath by breath. Silence that you're embedded in is no different from the source itself. Sacred, divine, all-powerful and sovereign. This is who you are. This is what you are. Your awareness cannot be cut, cannot be killed, cannot be burned. Eternal. And this gift of life gives you an opportunity to appreciate what you have, what you are. For you are the expression of divinity itself. Safe, peaceful, healthy, and sovereign. Enjoy the silence. When you hear the next bell, gently bringing your focus back to your breath, drawing a few deep breaths in, taking your time, and opening your eyes, bringing some of that peace and tranquility back with you. Welcome back. Thank you for participating and allowing me to be part of a collective as well. And remember, you have rights. You're a sovereign being. Time to wake up to that. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be peaceful. May you always be safe and sovereign. Thank you very much. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Akal.